This unofficial broadcast of TWiF is brought to you by Next Network Entertainment on YouTube.
This week in fun is my number one when the week is done. And the fun has just begun. This week in fun, we're talking about number two the whole day through. This week in fun.
All right. Hello, party people, and welcome to the third installment of This Week in Fun. I, of course, am Sarah Land, and I'm joined by my dashing, fabulous co-host, the lovely Martin Sargent.
Hey, Sarah. Is this really the third time that we've done this program?
It is, and I'm not sure if we should be, talking about them in chronological order, if that really matters, but it is the third, because I have been keeping track.
I wonder if we're increasing viewership or if they've gone down. I figure the first time was probably our best showing in terms of popularity.
It's like a train wreck. You just want to check.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that if anyone had listened to the first one and then the second one, if they got through the second one, they're not here for the third one. And let me tell you something, the third one is the worst of the three.
Wait a second. We haven't even started
There is
yet.
no preparation for this show whatsoever. You know this.
Listen,
you know there's no preparation for this show. We've done nothing.
I feel that I should explain that statement by saying that I'm a professional and I'm an off-the-cuff kind of girl. I don't need to prepare. This stuff just comes to me. You tell me a story, I got an opinion.
Okay. I'm going to call you on that. I'm going to see if that holds true. I don't think so.
I see no problem
Well,
with
the thing is, we have absolutely no excuse to not be so fully prepared for this show because truth of the matter is, we don't do anything. We're very unemployed.
You can almost, oh my gosh, doesn't it kind of look like I'm not on a ball?
Are you on the ball?
I'm on the ball. But it just looks like I've got like Axl Rose kind of hips, right?
Well, according to Gizmodo, 70% of people in the UK, they snoop on their partner's online activity. They snoop. More than 70% of Brits regularly check their partner's online activity to see if they're signed up to members of things like wobblybits.com, which is not actually a real website. I looked it up, but that's what the British, apparently that means breast or something, wobbly bits over there.
70%.
And other dodgy sites. At least once a month, respondents admitted to checking to see if their partner has been surfing porn sites, hoarding sexy photos, or generally being a little bit sneaky. Would you ever do this?
Yes.
You would? You would be concerned if your boyfriend, your significant other, was looking at porn sites or surfing around? I mean, really, would that bother you?
Okay.
I mean, they're just looking at the sites. They're not corresponding to people.
Okay.
You know, they're not getting in dirty chats with people. They're not going to the online dating sites. They're just doing a little looking. They're doing a little window shopping kind of. You know. It's not a big deal.
So this is complicated. This is a complicated issue. Now, I have snooped, and I have also been snooped on in relationships past. That is just...
You've been a snoopy?
I have been a snooper and a snoopy. Because, let's face it, I've dated a lot of people that are tech nerds.
I've done
both. That's what they do.
I've snooped.
You've snooped, and you've probably been snooped on.
I don't know if I've been snooped on.
Oh, you definitely
I would like to think.
Let me tell you right now, you have.
There have been things that I've done that would give people cause to snoop on me.
Okay, I'm not looking at porn.
I'm glad that I have my computer with me right now.
I'm not looking at porn on the internet.
Waiting for me at home
I'm
cannot be snooping on me.
A little too mature for that.
This is not a matter of being mature.
I have looked because sometimes you're curious. Whatever.
It's part of our job.
We were all 20 once.
It's part of our job.
Yeah, it's part of your job. There is really no part of my job that requires me to look at pornographic material online. However, I agree with you that in most situations, something like that would be harmless. However, it doesn't score you points with your girlfriend when she sees that that's what you'd be doing because it makes her feel inadequate and it makes you seem raunchy. And that's just the way it goes. I know it's harmless, but that's what girls don't like to see that stuff. They want to think you're pure.
I don't really mind if anyone knows that I've been looking at any of those kinds of sites.
Really?
But yeah, I really don't care.
You wouldn't be embarrassed?
I really don't care, but
even a little?
You know, if somebody was like going into my, logging into my phone records or something like that, or checking my email, that sort of thing, I would feel a little That's a whole different thing.
But
isn't
that's
it?
interneting. This is internet habits. That's email. Yeah, it's. I've had my email hacked.
Have you by a boyfriend?
I don't know.
Like hacked, or like they got your password and went in?
I don't know. I still don't know. If I think of that too much, I get mad all over again.
Yeah. You want to name names? Who was
No,
it?
I certainly do not. Lives in Niagara Falls. You wouldn't know him. Yeah, I think that is just, it's one of those things where it's like it would be nice to live in a world where everyone trusted each other and there was no snooping.
They don't.
However, knowing that people will, I think that wherever you go, unless you are really good at covering your tracks and you know that your partner isn't better at it.
Well, part of the
goes
same
beyond
study,
deleting cookies.
A different study in the same article, they found that the internet has led to a 54% increase of people being more suspicious of their partners, with innocent photos with friends appearing on Facebook, leading to massive lovers' tips.
Massive lovers' tips. Oh, I bet you.
No president has really emailed before. Clinton did not email. George Bush did not email.
And now,
Before that, there really wasn't any email. I mean, come on. How can you get the business, any business done, let alone the business of the country, if you're not going to email? I understand the risk. You don't want a record.
sure.
You don't want things to come up in court later on.
I
but
think it also.
you need to be able to email.
I think
Although maybe you would be more productive, because we all know
the email
how
is
unproductive
the
email
death of
can
all
make
man.
us. Yeah.
I think that it's, clearly sensitivity issues are at stake. Clearly. Who knows what they're talking about all the time, but I sure would like to know. But I think it also lends itself to the people as a whole feeling that their leader is out of touch. I don't want Bill Clinton to tell me he's never used email. How can you? I don't have anything in common with you. I can't talk to you. You're an old man who doesn't use email. Might as well hang out with my grandma.
If you were offered a really powerful job, doesn't have to be the presidency, would you be willing to give up
Like Pope Sarah the First?
Would you be willing to give up your email?
Yeah, I hate email.
You do.
You know what I'd give up? I'd give up email and voicemail.
Yeah? You don't like the voicemail either?
Get up close to that. No, I don't. I will say that, and I know that I'm, old Grandma Sarah who just got her iPhone, but the thing is still really fun for me. It's the honeymoon period.
So you wanted to say something about the streamies, right?
The streamies.
The streamies.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I did. The streamies, I've been sort of seeing people saying, vote for me in the streamies if you like the show. And, I originally saw, I think it was...
So these are like streaming media awards? Is that the idea? Or just online video in general? Does it have to be streaming?
I don't believe it has to be streaming. Maybe it's, maybe if you offer it in streaming or something like that. Tiki Bar is
That's not streamed.
They're not streaming live,
But they're up for an award.
Well,
okay.
what I think it is, I just started to get a little wind of these streamies, so I thought, well, let's check out the streamies. Turns out today's the last day to vote, so I thought that it was kind of, relevant. But you go to the website. I'll go ahead and pull it up here. Streaming.org, I believe. Please be right. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's look at the website here, and so, it's like, okay, well, web awards shows, isn't that fun? And I always look, because I'm always, like, hoping someone will nominate me, even though I don't have a show right now. It's like this weird vanity thing. I just hope that maybe I'll win. I don't know, it's really weird. It doesn't make any sense. So you go to nominate area, and, you start nominating, and they've got these categories. So it's like, okay, you nominate, they're not choosing the nominees. People are choosing their peers, or themselves, or whatever. But there's all these, these categories, and I'm like, okay, well, best dramatic web series, for example, I get that. But what about best writing for a dramatic web series? I couldn't tell you one. I mean, I guess we could say, Dr. Horrible had some great writing. It's funny because you and I were talking about it, and it's like, Jay Speeden, who, of course, has done a lot of writing for Internet Superstar, would anyone automatically think of him as a writer? No, they think of him as Gator.
Right. Do you know who the director of The Guild is, for example? I'm sure whoever it is a very talented person. It's a great show.
I would guess Felicia Day. I might be wrong.
I don't know if Felicia does it or not. It's a great show, but I don't know who directs that show. So, would that person be up for a streamy for the guild?
I don't know.
It's sort of like, because a lot of people in this business, they do it all. They're directing the show, they're writing the show, they're hosting the show.
Indeed they are. Which brings me to my question. What good is it having these sorts of awards when really the only people who know who is deserving are the people who want the award? So is it really just who campaigns best wins? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the Shorties, I guess.
Kind of like the Shorties. And Sarah, I'm glad you brought up the Shorty Awards.
Bet you
know what the Shorty Awards are?
Oh, why
the
don't you tell me,
Shorty
Marty?
Awards they're sort of like the Twitter Awards. They are the best producers of twit content over the past year. And
Not twit content, Twitter.
tweet content, Twitter content.
Don't be,
you know what I mean.
Don't be a jerk.
I am fortunate enough to be one of the finalists in the weird category.
And
the
it
weird
seems
category. So you go follow me at twitter.com/Martin Sargent. You could see why I was nominating this, but more importantly, this is the last day of voting for the Shorty Awards. This is the very last day of voting. And I'm looking at the site right now, shortyawards.com, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom there, you'll find the weird category. And I am seeing that of the 5 finalists, a lot of people were nominated, but then they take the top 5 nominees.
Isn't
and
someone's cat nominated too?
Those are, who knows?
I think there's a very popular
they
Twitter
tweet,
cat.
I suppose. I was in first place, but now I see that Weird News is in first place with 146 votes. Martin Sargent, at Martin Sargent, has 137 votes. So here's what I need everyone to do right now.
Oh, God.
Here's what I need everyone to do. Please, I need to win something in my life.
He does. Look at him down here. See him down here in the weird category?
I need a victory so badly. So please, everyone right now, go to shortyawards.com. Go click down in the weird category and vote for me, Martin Sargent. And when you do cast the vote, you have to give a reason. You can't just vote for me. You have to give a reason why I should win in the weird category. It doesn't really matter what you say. You can say because I begged you to. Actually, don't say that because that's embarrassing.
It's not, as long as you win. You do what you got to do in order to win.
Yeah, and I think, if you actually win this thing, it'll give you like $1,000 to go to New York City to pick up your award.
Hey.
Yeah.
They give you $1,000 and take you to New York City, or you got to use that for a flight?
I think you use the $1,000. It's like a grant to go to New York City.
It's like a what do they call that?
A stipend?
Stipend.
A stipend.
A stipend. I was going to say severance, and I was like, no, I'm familiar with that for other reasons.
So, did everyone hear what I said? Go to shortyawards.com. Let's see.
Oh, I think they did.
Let's see if I've gotten any votes. Because when I first made the announcement, I had 137 votes. I now have, everyone, 137 votes. So nobody has voted for me.
That's not true. It's probably not,
You think it's not live?
I don't think so. There's no way that not one
Did you vote for me? You didn't even vote for me.
You know what?
This is a close race.
Now, hold on a second. Now, let me speak my... I don't know. Let me defend myself. I wasn't aware that you wanted this so bad first. Second...
I don't really want it that bad.
You do.
But I want to win
Look
something.
At you.
I want to win something.
I do too. And see, I'm jealous a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, I wish I would have known. I would have wanted to go to New York. I mean...
Because you would have won. You have, like, almost... I think you have something like... How many Twitter followers do you have?
More than you.
Yeah, you've got like 14,000 something. I've only got like 9,000, I think. So
Twitter.com.
you should have won.
You know what's great about my Twitter stream is
what category would you be
funny.
in now? No, mine is funny.
Well, it's witty.
I was also nominated in the humor category, but I didn't get it.
And I can say it because it's me. That it's very smart, very funny, and very witty. I don't know what makes grown adults like us resort to begging people to follow them on Twitter. It's not what I'm doing.
It's because
I sort of am, but I'm kidding.
I need people to recognize me. I need people to respond to
Is that what happens with us when we've been in front of the camera long enough?
That's exactly what it is.
Is that you need recognition?
Sarah, I'm being totally honest with you.
I could use a Guinness never. I mean, I would.
We should probably wrap this up.
Plus,
we're gonna have to
right now.
We're gonna have to fight traffic if.
I'm just getting started. No, we're going opposite commute.
Oh.
Commute goes north. We're going south.
Okay.
Petaluma, north of San Francisco. Marty, maybe you might want to consult your map. That's my new voice. You like it? Consult your map. I feel that I channeled
Leo and Prager tweeted about our little performance here. That was really nice of them.
You guys. Prager, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
He is.
I was gonna make a joke, and I don't really have anything. I like him. He's a good friend of mine.